for you.
Yeah.
As we've just been discussing before the viewers joined us, that last time I hear you were actually telling me a few lies, weren't you?
Yes, I was.
You was, because it was the Throwing Muses,
Right.
Real Ramona,
Yep.
and in fact you were promoting the album, but you knew at that time that you were in fact going to be leaving the group.
Yeah,
So
well, I quit while we were recording, but we weren't allowed to tell anybody because we still had to promote the record, so...
Which I understand.
Got very good at lying very fast.
But it must have been presumably amicable anyway.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was nice.
So you actually did leave in the end, in the beginning of '91, when you officially left.
Right, officially.
Officially, as in, I'm out of here now.
Yeah.
And took a break for a while?
Just a few months, really. A couple of months just to get my head together and figure out what I wanted to do.
Right.
And by that point, we had contacted each other about maybe doing something.
So for yourself, it was, you knew that in the next thing you wanted to do was you wanted to work within another band situation rather than this is Tanya and...
No solo, Yeah.
Why is that though?
I like bands, and I feel more comfortable in a group of people than I would be on my own, as, you know, and with my name and stuff. That makes me uncomfortable. Plus, at this point, I don't think I had... that using my name would give me any more leverage than just having a band name to begin with. So.
So how did you meet? Did you know each other before or something? Or
From the same town, basically.
Yeah. And I knew that they had played, and they were actually...
Because your brother's in the band as well,
Yeah.
So there's the two. And then Fred, of course, you'd worked with before.
Yeah. Fred's no longer in the band, though.
Ooh.
We have a bass player problem. Bass players are very transient, restless people.
Yeah. Well, they got their sort of roots going somewhere else.
Right.
Put it off somewhere. Let's go back to your roots anyway. We want to check out some Throwing Muses now on video. Throwing Muses. Now, once it was officially out that you'd left the Muses, I think a lot of people expected that maybe the Breeders would be more of a serious commitment on your behalf. You obviously chose not to do that as well.
Yeah, well, and the main reason that happened is that when I left, I did go to Kim and say, I'm not in this band anymore and I have a lot of time. And but at that time, she was really busy. And then I got into this, and then she ended up getting like something like a year and a half off or something. So it was kind of bad timing as far as that goes. I mean, I'd like to do something again, possibly, with them if we had time off at the same time. But
Yeah.
we're all busy
too.
right now.
So basically the schedules didn't cross and it didn't look like it was going to be a possible thing.
Yeah.
Because the Breeders has become quite a serious commitment for
Right.
you in
It's
time.
not the kind of thing that I could have committed to full time anyway, because it's not something that she's necessarily committed to full time.
Mm. I mean, for yourself as well, did you... another thing with Belly, anyways, at least, was an opportunity for you to start using more of your own songs,
Right.
presumably.
Yeah.
And...
That's the main reason that I left both bands, that I had a glut of songs for the first time.
Yeah, a glut of tunes.
Yeah.
Mm.
A wet spell.
All right, we're actually going to we're going to check out some Breeders here right now. Let's have a look at the Breeders. Some Breeders, and Tanya Chris from Belly are here in the studio with me. Now, you recorded the album down in Nashville, is that right?
We recorded the bulk of it in Nashville, and then we did 4 songs in Liverpool here.
Well,
like singly things.
interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But how come you ended up being in Nashville anyway? That's a bit of an interesting one as well.
That's where my
Choice.
fiance lived at the time, so that's where I kind of wanted to go.
Went down there and...
Yeah. I also wanted to be someplace warm and what I thought was going to be more interesting than the Northeast. You know, or just more exotic. I think that if I had been looking for that, then I should have gone to like New Orleans or Memphis or something like that. Because Nashville's more, it's a very cold kind of country music business community in a way.
I mean, that's the impression we have over here.
Yeah.
I just thought it's...
There's a
was
good,
an
there's a
interesting
really fun
process, the
tacky
studios
side
and
to it.
stuff? Is it a different kind of atmosphere going with the way they work there, or not? Or was it...
Oh, not too much. A little bit. They're much more. It's a very professional atmosphere.
Right.
It's a good. I mean, I'm not. It's a good city. You know, there are things about it that I really loved, but for the most part,
Not a big influence on what you were
No.
doing there.
No.
Just a place to
no.
be.
Yeah.
Was a thing.
Mhm.
Now, I also read somewhere that you don't actually like your own voice either.
Mm.
Is that
It's. I think it's just that I can't really be objective about it. It's very. Whenever I hear it, there's always something that happens to my spine. It just doesn't let me listen to anything and say, you know, I can't really go, God, that sounds really good, because
Yeah.
the whole time I'm just like, why doesn't she just shut up? Just turn the vocals down.
But presumably you're getting used to it a bit now.
Yeah.
You must be.
Yeah,
Doing
a
that
little bit
stuff.
more. Yeah.
So what are the forthcoming plans into the new year for you guys? You're not going to lie to me again now, are you?
No. Well, actually, we're going to be touring this record, right, Chris?
Yeah, right.
What is going to be happening?
Get a
We're touring
bass
this
player.
record. We have to find a permanent bass player. Right now, Leslie Langston, who was in the Muses initially,
Right.
originally, is playing with us, filling in.
Right.
But we have to, that's priority number one, find a bass player.
But that'll be the States you're touring rather than Europe?
No, we're coming back here like in February.
Oh,
and in
great.
between then, we're doing press tours and
Promotion,
videos
as they
and
call
stuff.
it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us
Yeah.
here in the studio.
Right.
And I'm sure our viewers will look forward to seeing you in the new year when you come back and play.
Yeah.
And let's take a look at Belly right now.
So